Man of God, how should we relate to unbelievers?
Wow, that question is a wonderful one. It's a wonderful one. First of all, I want to say thank you for having me in your show. And the question, how should we relate with unbelievers? I think I should answer that question in this way. Uh, a young man who got married was not a believer. He was just in the world. But he got married to a Christian sister who was a believer, a Christian believer. And the sister had been asking the young man to come to church with her, and the young man had been ignoring for many reasons. So, but one of these Sundays, he chose to go with the wife. And when they got to the church, sitting in the congregation, the preacher was preaching, the pastor was preaching, and the young man's phone rang because he forgot to put the phone on silent, and everybody was upset. The man of God scolded him. The people in the church were murmuring out of disappointment, and after everything, the man of God could not continue the sermon because he said he was disconnected from the flow of the Spirit because the young man phone rang in the church during preaching hour. On their way home, it didn't end in the church. The wife started complaining, saying, "All this while I've been inviting you to church, you didn't come. But the first time you choose to come, you came to embarrass me and disgrace me in church. How did you know you could have not come at all?" When the young man got home, dropped the family out of depression, disappointment on himself or what happened in the church, he just chose to go to a bar. Got into the bar, trying to take one or two bottles to relieve him stress. Uh, Thinking about what happened in the church, the glass of wine he was holding fell out of his hand. And immediately he saw people rushing towards him. And he went down thinking they are coming to panabit him because he'd broken the glass and the wine has splashed on some people around and even the bottle. But to his greatest surprise, they came and started showing concern about him. Hope the glass did not injure you. Hope you didn't get caught by the bottle. Even the waiter who was in charge gave him some napkin to clean himself. And the manager came out too and was like, "Don't worry, hope you're okay. We'll replace your drink and the bill will be on us." Some guys that were there drinking came to meet him and like, "Oh bro, chill off. Everybody make mistakes." And they encouraged him, and this brother was so excited. But you know one interesting thing? Since then, that brother has not left that bar. And since then, that brother has not gone to church. Why? Because of how they treated him. When he went to the church, they treated him with an opposite of what the church represents. But when he went to the bar, they treated him with love. And he hasn't left the bar since then. And he hasn't gone to church since then. So the question of how we treat unbelievers is straight. That is our identity as Christians. Love. Treat unbelievers with love. You don't win an unbeliever by condemning them. No. Jesus Christ did not come to condemn us. He came to show us love by sacrificing himself for us. He came to take us place for God to condemn him so that we will take his place for God to accept us. So when we become the ambassadors of God and we have been given this assignment to become reconciliation ministers as believers, as Christians, it is our duty to stand in that place of Christ of love. The identity of the believer is love. So how we relate or how we should relate to unbelievers is by showing them the love of Christ. That is what Jesus Christ taught us. So when we go out there, we shouldn't go out there to condemn the people of the world. No, rather, we go them to present them the gospel. And the gospel of Jesus Christ is the gospel of love, the message of love. Telling them how much God loved them by sending his son Jesus Christ to come take their place of sin. They know they are sinners. The people you are going to condemn for their sin, they know they are sinners. You are not the one to remind them what they are doing. They are looking for redemption. So you should present them the redemption in Christ Jesus. And how will you do that? Is through love. So the question is straightforward. And the answer to it is straightforward. Show them love. Present to them Jesus Christ. And when you are presenting to them Jesus Christ, it's not a condemnation message. I should tell you this. No matter how much you pray, no matter who you are in the Christian faith, if you don't have this heart of love, you are nothing to God. No matter how long you pray, no matter how many hours you fast, no matter how many days you fast, if you don't have this aspect of love in your spirit, you are nothing to God. Because you cannot actually win anyone with your judgmental way of communicating Christ. So, to me, that question is this. The best way to relate with unbelievers is by presenting to them the love of Christ. And I think when we do that, we'll be able to win the world for Christ. Thank you. That's what I have to say. I still remain Evangelist Felix. See you next time when you invite me. God bless you.